Reacher Season 2 is wrapped up, and now fans can already look forward to the upcoming third season, which is currently in the works. When retired military police officer Jack Reacher is arrested for a murder he did not commit, he finds himself in the middle of a deadly conspiracy full of dirty cops, shady businessmen, and scheming politicians. With nothing but his wits, he must figure out what is happening in Margrave, Georgia. The first season of Reacher is based on the international bestseller The Killing Floor by Lee Child. Star Alan Ritchson recently revealed the book on which Season 3 will be based, and Prime Video has confirmed another one of the returning cast members. With the announcement that Season 3 of Reacher will adapt Book 7 of author Lee Child's Jack Reacher saga, Persuader, it's time to break down what fans can expect for the next highly anticipated installment of the series. Interestingly, although the Reacher television series started with the first book in Child's Reacher saga, The Killing Floor, the show is no longer following a specific order in adapting the books for a live-action, episodic format, as Season 2 of Reacher was based on Bad Luck and Trouble, the 11th book in the series. While Season 2 of Reacher jumped ahead by 10 books, Season 3 is jumping back several. Fans will now get to see an adaptation of Persuader for Season 3, which finds Reacher in a new setting and a new mission that requires him to go undercover. In Persuader, Reacher has to conduct a secret mission on behalf of the Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, to help bring down a drug smuggler, Zachary Beck. In the book, Reacher agrees to go along with the mission due to his personal interest in one of the suspects, Francis Xavier Quinn, who was involved in Beck's operation. We learn through Persuader that Quinn is a ghost from Reacher's past who killed one of Reacher's colleagues. Reacher believes he successfully killed Quinn years earlier, but then discovers that the man has resurfaced again as a part of Beck's operation. Considering each installment of Reacher has featured a flashback narrative device, the subplot with Quinn and Persuader allows for an easy presentation for another one in the third season. Season 1 showcased Reacher's youth with his older brother Joe and their parents living on a military base. Season 2 featured Reacher's career with his unit, the 110th, aka the Special Investigators, from its beginning to the team's last case. If the subplot and characters remain intact, it's a pretty good bet that Season 3's flashback narrative device will showcase Reacher's past with Francis Quinn and Dominique Kohl, the latter of whom was a sergeant first class who was originally assigned to Reacher's old unit before her death. It's also been confirmed that Maria Sten will once again reprise her role of former Master Sergeant in the 110th and longtime friend, Francis Neagley, in Reacher Season 3. In Season 2, Sten was promoted from recurring guest star to series regular, as she stuck with Reacher throughout the story to solve the murders of their dead teammates. Neagley essentially kicked off Reacher's involvement in the case in Season 2 by sending him the distress signal to fly to New York, where she revealed the details of the murder of their late former teammate Calvin Franz, Luke Billick. Along with their other former teammates, Francis Dixon, Serinda Swan, and David O'Donnell, Sean Sipos, the two managed to uncover Shane Langston, Robert Patrick, as the mastermind behind the deaths of several former members of the 110th. Langston had them murdered for getting too close to an illegal weapons deal he was putting together using stolen tech from the company he worked for, New Age. Ultimately, Reacher, with help from Neagley, put a stop to Langston, killing him and his conspirators. While Reacher and his friends parted ways at the end of Season 2, Neagley mentioned that it was time for them to stay in touch more and not only reach out when one or both of them is in danger. Neagley's return in Season 3 adds a lot more weight to her role as one of Reacher's best friends and confidants within the world of the show. While the Reacher books are all generally standalone adventures, a television show necessitates a recurring cast. This is why characters such as Neagley appeared in the first season of the show, despite the character not appearing in the Killing Floor book. Meanwhile, Season 2 had a special guest appearance by Oscar Finley, Malcolm Goodwin, from the first season, even though the character did not appear in Bad Luck and Trouble.